Hello, Gems. How are you? It's Lorena again. I'm here today with my May and June favorites. I have so much stuff to share with you guys because it's 2 months worth of stuff, and y'all know I can ramble. So let's hop into it, why don't we? First off, okay, let's go with random body stuff, and I'm gonna begin with the most random of all, just to get it out there, and that would be my new deodorant from Jack Black. And no, the brand is not named after the artist, just so you guys know. Everybody asked me that at work. Oh, is it named after Jack Black? Is it from Jack Black? No, it's not from that guy. This brand was founded before he got famous, so great. I looked it up. But this is their Pit Boss Antiperspirant and Deodorant for maximum odor and sweat control. This is a sensitive skin formula. You guys, this is no joke. It smells just like a soapy clean kind of scent, which is really nice. Of course, it's a manly scent because it's made for men, but I don't even care. Why do we have to stick to these gender norms? We all know that feminine products are more expensive. Like, feminine razors are $5, men's are $3. So I don't really stand with the whole, like, it has to be pink and girly. As long as it works, it works. And this stuff works. I tend to get, very hot. My Sephora uniform is really thick and heavy and super warm. You guys know we wear black and red. So walking up to work is just, like, sweltering, and by the time I actually get there, like, usually, like, I need to touch up on my foundation. Like, it's hot right now, and I need the help, and this keeps me from, like, announcing to the world how hot I am by my odor. Like, it keeps everything in control and fresh, and I really appreciate that. So I usually struggle with that in the summertime. Like, usually by midday, I'm the type that's like, I should have brought it to touch up, and with this, there is no need. You just, and you're good to go all day. So I really like this stuff. And it's kind of a random topic to share with you, but if you struggle with that, girl, they got you. So I wish it was aluminum free. That's the only thing, is that it's not. There's like a hair on my face. I'm sorry. It's not aluminum free. It's the only thing that's down like a bummer, because we all know aluminum's not good for you. But you know what? If it controls things, I'm just gonna have to die sooner. I don't know. But yeah, so next I've got another one that I struggle with in summertime. My bathroom is super tiny. I can't shave in there. It's just like too cramped. And I discovered this thanks to YouTube. I don't remember who was raving about it. I think I'm not even gonna guess. I watched too many videos, but someone was talking about this and I was like, hair removal that won't irritate and burn your skin. I'm gonna try that. And you know what? It works really, really well. You just apply a nice thick layer of this cream. This is a NAD sensitive hair removal cream, by the way. So you just put a nice thick layer over your legs. You don't want to rub it in, just kind of like shush, like smooth it all out. Make sure it's a little bit of a thick layer. Leave it on. It says 4 to 10 minutes. Honestly, I leave mine for a little bit longer. My hair tends to be very thick and coarse and stubborn on my legs. Thank you, Latina jeans. So I have to leave it on for a little bit longer, and usually like 10 to 12 minutes works for me just fine. Get a nice warm towel, wipe it right off, and you're good to go, girl. Your hair will just right off, and no need to like worry about any like afterburns, you know, like that shaving burn or like ingrown hairs and stuff. No problems at all. So this thing works really well. It also, I've never had such smooth armpits. Speaking of that body part, these girls, never been smoother. I'm not gonna lie. This works so, so well. I'm just like freaking in love. And I already finished this bottle. I'm already gonna go buy another one because there's maybe one more application to my underarms left in here, and that's about it. There's definitely not enough to do my legs again. So this stuff though, I know I've seen quite a few YouTubers talking about it. I'm not sponsored. I don't think they were sponsored. It just actually really, really, really works. So love that stuff. And moving along to the actual makeup, why don't we? First off, a primer. You guys, I did not think I was going to love this as much as I do. This is an Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This has it's smoothing, has rosehip oil, and it has rosehip and argan oil, and it's pore perfecting. You guys, it literally is all of that and a bag of chips. Like, I love this stuff. It keeps everything in place. It doesn't mattify. That's the only thing it doesn't claim, and it doesn't do. But you know what? I can live with that because it does everything else so well that I can mattify in other ways. So it's okay. It's okay. That's the only thing it need to work on. But if it was mattifying, it would be like, holy grail. It already is like pretty high up there. I do not want to reach for anything else. I have the Hourglass Mineral Veil, whatever, that's super popular, that like Madonna's makeup artist uses on her on tour and stuff like that, and I don't like it as much as I like this. It just works so much better, so highly recommend that one. For foundation, I've been using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Concealer in 1. I got this from Ulta for being a Platinum Perks member, so I got it for free. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did not buy this, but you know what? if I run out, I'm definitely gonna buy it myself because I really like this thing. It stays well, it covers really well. It's not super thick and heavy though, unlike for example, the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. This one has like amazing coverage and it's pretty mattifying. It's really, really good, but it's super thick and moussey and heavy, whereas this one is not like that, but it still does pretty much everything that this one does. So I really love this formula. It's worked really well for me so far. Moving along, let's see. Excuse me. My throat just dried out. Good times. Okay, a couple of shadow palettes. First off, my Kat Von D Shade and Light Mini Quad. This is in this Sage version, the green one. I love this thing. This is really good for setting all over the lid. I mix that with this one here, this one through my crease, this one in the outer corner or just along the bottom lash line. Every time I wear this, I get compliments. Such a pretty palette. I love it. Quick, easy. You can do a smoky look. You can do a more subtle look. Just like everything in one. Super travel friendly. I love this thing. It also complements other palettes well because they're all matte, so you can use it as, you know, a base for something else, which is what I've been doing. I'll use the green in here with a green from here, and it just gives me like a nice sparkly, like, what do you call it, smoky eye. And so this one I'm recommending because it's on sale at Sephora. It is $30 instead of $40. Girl, I know a lot of you guys don't need it in your life, but you need it. Like, it is so pretty. I mean, just look at this packaging first off. This is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself. Look at those shades. They are beautiful. It has one matte literally right here. It's the only matte. Everything else is like shimmery and gorgeousness. I absolutely love it. I can't tell you guys how many compliments I have gotten while wearing these colors. Yes, they can be a little bit problematic in the sense that with a brush they don't apply the smoothest. You definitely need to build them up, but I prefer that, to be perfectly honest, than like something that's super pigmented that like, whoa, I apply too much and then have a hard time blending. I would rather kind of just like work my way up on the pigmentation scale. And I also tend to use these with my fingers, just like a ColourPop shadow, because that usually works better with metallics anyway. So that's my recommendations, but I love this thing. And yeah, if you can get it while it's available, because I know that they're discontinuing this line very soon, guys. So if you were interested in it, get it, girl. Just go get it. It's beautiful. So there's that. Alright, moving along. I'm telling you guys, there's so much. Mascaras. I have 3 that I want to share with you guys. First off, another weird recommendation, but this one, I wanted to hate you guys. I got this in gratis. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not buy this. I got this from Sephora to test out, and I love it. It's the new Dior Show Pump and Volume. But a lot of people are like, it can be pretty clumpy. What you gotta do is warm it up. And now the weird part comes in because what I tend to do, and my boyfriend thinks I'm crazy, but he cracks up every time he sees me, I will literally put this in my bra and like do the rest of my foundation, and then I'll whip this out and apply it, and it just kind of, like, the warmth of your body just kind of melts everything and makes it a smoother formula, and it's easier to like apply. You don't have to put it on your bra. You can put it like underneath you while you sit. You can, you know, put it in your lap, or, you know, just hold it for a few minutes, or maybe use a hairdryer. But if you warm the product just a tiny little bit, it just smooths all those lumps out. It just kind of fixes the formula, and it applies really well. It's volumizing, it's lengthening, it defines. It basically does everything that I want in one mascara. So I really love this. Then I've got the MAC False Lashes. This one I got in like a holiday gift set, and I expected to hate it, but honestly it works really nicely at volumizing. I just don't like it because it doesn't lengthen and define, so I'll apply this for volume, and then I'll use my Mega Length from Wet n Wild. I think I've mentioned this combo before, but I've been going back to it and I really like it, and I'll just use this to like lengthen and define, which this one doesn't. So these two together work really nicely too. Alright, moving along. For lips, I have one Sephora mini. I got this as a point perk. This is the Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Lip Oil Gloss. Wow, that was a mouthful. This is in the shade Pure Peach, and I'm almost finished with this. I've been using it non-stop. I'm wearing it today. It's super pigmented. I had already applied it here for you guys. And I'm wearing it over a ColourPop Lippy in Peppermint. This is one of their, like, you know, lippy pencils. That's what I'm wearing today. I really like this combo, very comfy, but this I can wear by itself over a more pink shade. It's been my go-to. I love that it hydrates my lips. It's small, so I can keep it in my pocket for touch-ups at work, although I'm not supposed to. I just found out I'm not supposed to do that. My bad. But yeah, really love these two. Alright. Okay. Now that we're done with makeup, let's hop into skincare real quick. I know this video is getting long, so I'm trying to like not take too long. Oh no, I have a brush two products I want to share that are like applicators. First off, the brush that I got in the May BoxyCharm, this like toothbrush, like, what is it? Artiste knockoff from Crown Brush. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't think I would love this, but I do. It smooths everything perfectly. It's like quick, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of coverage. And it's nice and soft. It leaves everything smooth. I love this brush. I thought these were going to be all hype, but it's good. We friends. Then I've got a sponge from Ulta. This actually is part of like the Ulta brand. It's just like their version of the Beauty Blender. And I got a little 2-pack for like 10 bucks. And honestly, I really like it. So this is the original size. This is the one that I used today. So just like the Beauty Blender, it definitely expands. It does, as you can see, you know, grab some product. You can tell that it's got some stains on there. This is just because I used it and didn't wash it. This is the one that I used earlier today. And you can see it didn't pick up too much product. So what I like to do is actually, I'll just let it dry, but every time I go to use them, I'll put a couple drops of that Castile soap from Dr. Bronner's all over it, rub it in, you know, make sure all the soap's gone, then I just squeeze out all the water, and I use this all over my face. At first, they did have this weird, almost like protective film over them. They felt a little bit slimy and had to like wash it a few times to get rid of that, but once that was gone, it's super soft, it's super dense, it bounces really nicely. I recently picked up the Equal Tools, like green sponges, and I hated that thing. It is so hard, it is way too dense, it's too thick. I felt like I was stabbing my face with a rock, basically. I hated that thing. It was so hard and scratchy. But this thing is nice and soft. Again, it's very bouncy. I love this thing. This I will spritz with a setting spray, tap it into my powder, and just kind of bounce all over my face to set it, and I love it. I definitely won't buy a Beauty Blender again because these work so well. So these and my Real Technique ones are like definitely hands down my two favorites. Love this thing though. So if you've ever thought about trying the Ulta brand, they're actually pretty good. Surprisingly, because I did not have much faith, but my sister told me to try them, and she was right. She was right. Then moving along to skincare, I have two things from Nature Republic. First of this fresh green tea bubble deep cleanser. This bubble cleanser removes impurities and makeup residue from the skin with its rich and creamy foam. Honestly, I have oily, combo, sensitive, acne prone skin. Like any problem you could have. I even have some dry patches, like anything wrong, my skin has had it. And this works really nicely at just keeping it balanced, keeping it from getting too oily, from getting too dry. I'll cleanse my skin with this in the morning with just my hands. Scrub for a minute, rinse, feels nice and clean without being too tight or too dry. It's just like a nice soothing cleanse. At the end of the night, I will apply a couple pumps on my palm, tap it on my face, and use my Clarisonic to deep cleanse. And again, not too dry, doesn't feel tight, doesn't feel stripped. My skin just feels really nice and clean and fresh after using this. So I really recommend this for you guys. And then I've got their Soothing and Moisture Aloe Vera. I have been told for years to try aloe, that it's super good. My boyfriend and his family swear by aloe. They have aloe plants outside, but I'm not the girl that's going to go cut a plant and strip it and find all this I'm not. So when my sister and I saw this at Nature Republic, they had a little 4-pack, I think for like 16 or 20 bucks for 4 of these big old tubs. So we picked up one of the packs, split it between the two of us. So I still have half of this one. Actually, I have more than half of this one because this, what I did was depot into a smaller jar. This is a Lush like mask that I finished up. I depotted some of it into here so it's, you know, smaller and I can keep it on my dresser where I do all my skincare. But this stuff is amazing. It's super moisturizing. I can use it on my hair, my face, my body. Honestly, I use it pretty much everywhere. Like I legit, like I'll wash my face, I'll spritz on my toner, I'll apply whatever serum I'm using, then I'll apply this after that has set, and then I'll do my moisturizer. I know it's crazy, it's a lot of steps, but my skin has really never felt better. Like, yes, I'm having some hormonal breakouts right now, is that time, but other than that, my skin has just been super smooth. Like, I have never been the type that gets compliments on my skin, and lately people left and right are like, girl, your skin, like, what are you using? Like, I've been getting so many compliments. My elbows aren't as dry because I'm applying this. I hate lotion. I have always said that. I'm not a body butter girl. If there's one that's not too creamy, I'll use it, but I hate that, like, thick, greasy feeling that things leave on your hands. So I can apply this all over my body and get moisturized without feeling, like, sticky and gross. So I love this stuff. It's actually really nice. So if you're like me, you want to try aloe out, but you're too lazy to cut up a plant and do that whole DIY thing, this works really nicely, guys. Alright, last but not least, I had 2 fails I wanted to share with you guys. First off, Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray. I don't know if they changed the scent when they changed the packaging, but this stinks. Like, it literally, like, smells so bad, I don't want it on my face. I don't want it on my beauty blender to apply my powder. Like, normally I would spritz them on my beauty blender. That's what I do with my MAC Fix Plus. I'll spritz it on the beauty blender, tap it in my powder, then just kind of press both of them to set my face. I can't do that with this because it stinks, and I don't want it anywhere near me. So this is going to someone else because, no, we're not friends. Then there's the Milk Makeup, the cooling stick. Now, I wanted to love this so much, and at first I did. I was like head over heels, but I don't know if my body's gotten used to it or what, because this is not cooling in the least, and I don't live in the kind of household where like people are respectful and will leave your stuff in the fridge. If I leave this in the fridge, someone's going to throw it away or just think it's theirs, so I can't do that. If you can though, it might work, but this isn't cooling anymore. I've had it for about 2 months now and just kind of like meh, so definitely not worth it because I legit only use this like, well, I use it right now on my arm to test it, but normally I will just use it on my under eyes, so it's not like I'm applying it on like weird spots and finishing it up. But yeah, it's just not cooling anymore, and for 30 bucks it should stay that way, right? So not my favorite, kind of a fail. Alright, and that's finally it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm sorry if I rambled and talked your ear off, but thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Let me know if you've tried some of these products, if you have any questions in the comment section down below. Don't forget to click the like button for me and subscribe so you can see more videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Have a great day.